All right, and we are off. So I'm going to head into the prologue here. Pretty much a rundown on some basic movement. Madeline has a jump, she has a dash, and she can grab and climb walls. She's going to utilize all of these to ascend Celeste Mountain. That's right, Celeste is the mountain and not the main character's name. So head to the crumbling bridge here. You're seeing that TGH is doing a lot of jumping, and actually both runners doing it. It saves a little bit of time. Ideally, if you can get a lot of them, you can save about a second in the prologue. CJ makes his way through. Now, be mindful that the race is based on in-game time, so even though Mickeynow started a little late, what really matters is that overall time. I see in chat they're asking for PBs here, so I do have them on hand. Not fully detailed, but just a gist of them. TGH has a 30-13, and Mickeynow has a 46-18. So we'll see how this pans out as we begin our ascent into the city. So you're going to see a lot of tech being showcased that'll be shown throughout the entire run. You're going to see some wall bounces here, some nice hypers, maybe a few ultras or two. For the win-loss record, I'm sorry about that. So TGH is 4-0, and Mickeynow is 2-2. Oh, TGH missing the platform there, but recovering very nicely. Right, so both runners are about a screen apart here. Oh, nice. That was a nice ultra from TGH there. Mickeynow taking a little tumble there, but recovering very nicely. Alright, so we're going to see our first spike jump. TGH nails that. Able to just catch that corner and save himself a little bit of time. TGH wrapping that one up. Mickeynow taking a death on these spikes here. Looks like a 106, if I'm not mistaken. Mickeynow running into a little bit of a problem here on that spike jump. I don't think he's getting... Might not be getting far enough. Oh, gets it there. Nice. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so TGH is moving into Old Site. We got these beautiful dream blocks that'll activate shortly. Oh, taking a death there. But getting the cutscene skip very nicely done. So when you skip the cutscene, in certain places, Madeline will be repositioned to the center of the screen. We use that to get actually stuck in the dream block, and it allows us to save a little bit of time. Mickeynow heading into his old site as TGH is moving into the battling portion of the run. So with Madeline, you have her on a 3-second delay. She's going to mimic Madeline's moves every time. Runners are going to try to do their best to not run into her. As you get closer to the end of the chapter, more Madelines will be running after her. So I think in the next room here, we're going to see 3 of them. Yep, that's right. And now Mickeynow making his way through 2. Oh, nice. Threading the needle there between those battle lines as TGH goes into the final room with 5 hot on his tail. With Mickeynow starting his battle line attempt. Right, so TGH finishing up very nicely here. He's going to be doing a few more dashes through these dream blocks and head into the info section as he starts the await section now. Not really anything dangerous here except for the fact that the ground is very uneven. So the runners are going to try to do their best to navigate through this and hyper through and not clip or bonk into anything, particularly these springs. TGH Van handling it very nicely. Awesome job. And Mickeynow going to the last room too. Oh, he clears it very nicely too. Nicely done. So Mickey getting ready to go through his awake section as TGH starts to work on his resort. My favorite chapter in the game. Don't try to change my mind. I think it's my favorite because, like, I love watching people just handle this chapter nice, like, clean and smooth. And also the music, too. Oh, my goodness. Alright, so, TGH is going to go for his first key, as we see Mickeynow heading into his awake section. A little bonks here and there, but he handles it very nicely, coming in at a total time of 442. Alright, so TGH moving through as he heads his way towards the getting to the huge mess portion. Mickeynow is going to begin his resort climb. Alright. So we're going to see maybe an ultra here? Yeah, very quick. Alright, so TGH is heading into the huge mess portion. As Mickeynow cleanly handling that first long room there. That's definitely one of the ones I've seen runners get caught up in the tournament. But handling it like a pro. Alright, so TGH going through the huge mess portion here. Got this gigantic maze. And Madeline is just trying to get through it. Her objective is to basically clean this up so she can get that key that's in the center of the screen. And there's 3 different portions. Or 3 different routes, I guess I should say. Similar to a Mega Man game, you get to choose which one you want to go through. But runners have an ideal route where when we finish, we're right next to Oshiro, so we can continue on without having to trek through the maze again. It's TGH handling this very nicely. As Mickeynow heading to get his second key here. Nicely done clearing that room. Also altering into the key. Oh, TG is taking a death on that little dust bunny. But able to recover nicely. As Mickeynow starts his huge mess room. Actually, oh, okay. Mickeynow taking an alternate route, it seems. Very interesting. Unless I'm late to the party here. No, you know what I'm doing? I'm sorry. I was talking about Mickeynow looking at TGH's screen. I'm so sorry, folks. I have not had my cup of coffee yet. Let me get my bearings up here. Mickeynow going through the correct portion as TGH is hitting the third portion. Alright. So, oh, Mickeynow running into one of those dust bunnies there. As TGH clears out his laundry room section, he's going to grab that key and move into the elevator shaft. One thing about Chapter 3 is definitely where the difficulty takes an upturn. If you were casually playing through the game, you might have breezed through 1 and 2, and Chapter 3 is like, alright, we think you got everything down, now we're going to actually hit you with what's to come. It's definitely... I think that's why a lot of people don't like the chapter, because it is definitely an increase in difficulty. Okay, so TJ's moving through, doing some nice wall bounces here and there as he heads into this difficult section here. Wall bouncing his way through, nicely done as we get ready to go into our key room. We're going to see if he's going to get that skip here. First try. And now Mickeynow heading into the third screen here. Alright, we'll see how Mickeynow handles the laundry room portion of the run here. Oh man, Mickeynow making his way nicely through. Oh, opts to not try to do the cycle skip. That's quite alright. I respect the play. And he does it nice and deathless. Excellent job. TGH now on the portion. So Oshiro, being the bad hotel owner that he is basically trying to keep Madeline there, and she's like, oh no, I got things to do, I got a mountain to climb. So he's gonna try to zoom at her and basically take her out, all while we have dust bunnies and springs and everything else throwing at her way. Cycles do come into play if you have a death. Some runners actually will force a death cycle. but we do not see that on TGH's screen. Wow, oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, I might need you to calm down. You're kind of going really smooth through there. Nicely done. Getting a 443. Very nice. And now Mickeynow heading into... Oh, bonking his head on that ceiling there, trying to get that wall bounce. Able to get it second try, though. Excellent job on keeping your bearings. Alright, so TGH moving into Golden Ridge. This is going to be actually really interesting. So, in regards to Golden Ridge, there was a new quote-unquote skip found for one of the auto-scrollers. I want to see if TGH is going to go for it. And, oh, nice. Nice skip there. Wow, he is zooming through this. This chapter can be really long or it can be really short. It's just like, it's hard to say because there's so many time skips, time saves that you can do in each room that like they just add up over time. I mean, like I think for TGH, it's you're usually looking at a sub 3, and then for like which is like crazy. So I think for a typical runner, you're looking at like maybe a sub 4-ish or around 4:30 around there. But we got Mickeynow heading into his Oshiro run here, tackling that room very aggressively. All right, TGH getting set up for the first auto scroll skip with the bunny hop, and he nails it. Oh no, those little tendrils got him. Poor Mickeynow, but able to recover nicely. All right. So TGH is zooming through. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try to pay attention to both runners, but I do want to see if he's gonna go for that skip in that room. But let's go ahead and turn our attention to Mickeynow on the final Oshiro screen. Oh, okay, look at this confidence. I'm liking it. Moving through very nicely. He's not even worried about him. Oh yeah, see, I know you guys are waiting on that commentary, Chris, because I've been dishing him out left and right, but not today. Nicely done for Mickeynow. Getting a 558, a sub 6, definitely respectable. Alright, so TGH is going to go for the skip. Let's see if he can get it. Oh! I don't know what happened there. He kind of just jumped off the platform. Let me see what he's going to do here. Oh, he's getting himself set up. And, nope, missing it again. Alright, so Mickeynow in Golden Ridge. Alright, let's see if he goes for it. No, again, not getting his dash back to do the ultra. So this new skip, you basically are going to ultra onto the moving block and then bunny hop, and you'll be able to clear. Almost getting it there. Ultimately, it saves a half a second. So I understand why TGH is going for it, but now he's opting to change it up. As Mickeynow is beginning his way through Ridge. Alright, so TGH in the home stretch on Ridge. Gonna see some high speeds here. He's gonna do a nice move there to get in front of that auto scrolling block. And now we're in the room with the snowballs. You're gonna want to keep tabs on him because this is gonna go by very, very quick. As Mickeynow heading to his first auto scroller skip. Oh wow, timing it so he lands on that snowball. Woo, okay. Alright, wow, he just put that whole section to bed. Oh my goodness. Losing a little time going for that skip, but you know, I respect the play. As Mickeynow heading into his section of Golden Ridge here. Alright, TGH heading into Mirror Temple. So Mirror Temple, we got this beautiful piano ballad going on. Pretty dark and dismal place. Got some new stuff. We got these red bubbles that kind of take you in one direction until you dash out or collide into something. Also, these dash blocks here. Wow, nice reversal hyper to clear that room. Oh my gosh. And some keys, of course, and also one of the most prominent skips in the game, which is search skip. Mickeynow heading through his final portion of Golden Ridge here. See how he handles these snowballs. So far, so good. Oh, nice corner boost to skip that room, TGH. Okay. Beautifully done. Okay. Oh, we're going to go. Okay. I respect the move. He's going for double bubble skip, folks. It's Mickeynow trying to... moving through nicely. I think he got it, and you know what? I missed it because I was focusing on Mickeynow, but he's oh no, Mickeynow missing the platform there. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat, and he did get it. Now I feel a little bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. All right, Mickeynow finishing up his Chapter 4, heading into Mirror Temple as TGH begins his Seeker. Okay. Bonking on a few walls here and there, but he gets through it nicely. Alright, so Teach is going to meet up with our Seeker buddies here. As Mickeynow begins his way through the Mirror Temple. Oh, taking a death there. Mickey also doing the same strat with reverse hyper. Nicely done. That was looking extra clean. Alright, TGH with the Seekers now. Basically, they're going to try to pinpoint where Madeline is and do a dive bomb attack. In which, we used to our advantage in some screens. You might have seen that they'll run into those lock switches and activate them. We saw that Mickey had a little menu trouble there, accidentally opening the options. That definitely happens in a run. So a reverse hyper, Kevin, which you actually see for the, well, not for the search skip, my bad. Basically what you're going to do is you hyper dash in one direction, and right at the tail end of it, you're going to jump. So it allows players to, it definitely helps if you don't have a lot of room to work with. So like, for example, on the search skip, you instead of doing a reverse hyper, you just do a reverse dash jump, which is the same idea. The only difference is for the hyper, obviously you do a hyper dash versus a regular dash. But it there's a few instances where it's applied, particularly if you have like a 2 block space to work with. You can actually increase it to 3 to get your dash back. That'll happen in Chapter 1 at the first checkpoint. I don't remember the name, I'm sorry. Also, it is applicable in Golden Ridge. There's a few places where reverse hypers can save you some time. But we got TGH going through the Theo section as Mickeynow is entering his Seeker portion. Doing those cutscenes. So with Theo, when you have him above your head, you don't have your you lose your dash. What runners will do is they'll toss Theo, because you know Madeline's buff like that, and then dash immediately after and catch him and maintain their momentum, as you see there with TGH nicely handling. Oh my god. I've never seen that. Oh my gosh. Theo, no. He didn't do anything wrong. Alright. I'm sorry, that threw me for a whole loop. So TGH making his way through the home stretch. And Mickeynow making his way through the lock switch portion in the final room, dealing with the Seeker. Oh man, that Seeker's trying to give... Woo! That Seeker's trying to get all up on Madeline. She's like, no, I got to go. Oh, chat, please believe that I'm gonna ask him about that. I'm asking about the Theo. Alright, so TGH moving into reflection here. We got our lovely feather, and he's navigating very nicely. We're gonna see if he's gonna go for lake skip, as Mickeynow is closing in on his Theo portion. TGH getting lake skip first try. Very nicely done. So I will note, at least for TGH, I think a few weeks back, Chapter 6 was kind of giving him a little bit of trouble for his runs. So we'll see if he has gotten over that mental block. I think he will, but we'll see. Anything can happen. Chapter 6 is full of perils and whatnot. So Mickeynow heading into his Theo section. Hopefully we don't see Theo get crushed on his screen as well. We got our lovely Kevin blocks using a lot of momentum there. Alright, so maneuvering through this quote-unquote maze portion of Chapter 6. You basically have two routes. You can go either the top route or the bottom. Most runners will choose the top minus a few screens. The key thing about this one is room transition is a huge factor. There's a lot of times where you can save just by bunny hopping and clearing some of these gaps. Alright, so now TGH moving through as Theo. Basically Theo. Mickeynow heading into a few more rooms. Yeah, Shredburger heard that. I think that there might be some controller things going on. I heard some disconnect things. I actually thought it was my computer, but I don't really have anything connected like that, so. But TGH able to handle it nicely. As Mickeynow heading into his last room of Mirror Temple. We got this, again, traverse section into these sound waves. Trying to push Madeline and Theo back, but she's not trying to hear any of that. And this big googly eyeball. Skipping the cutscene, nice to get that over. So he makes it through. As TGH enters the ravine section. I think this is the ravine section. So there's these intended skips made by the developer. And he goes through it so fast that I can't even explain it. Yeah, actually, Mickey is on excellent pace in comparison to his PB on speedrun.com right now. He is in striking range to PB if he has a very clean reflection here. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, if he can get a 7-minute reflection, he has a chance of getting sub 40. So, but chat, get your heyas up because it is battle and fight time. So we got Madeline trying to keep Madeline from climbing the mountain. Madeline's like, nope, I'm doing this and you're not going to stop me. And basically, we're just going to turn around and keep running into her as he's trying to run away. There we go. Alright, so now Mickeynow beginning his way through reflection. Unfortunately, taking a death there off that spike. The feathers are really, since you can, they're omnidirectional, it's really easy to overshoot a direction. Alright. So he's making his way through. Mickeynow heading up there, making a nice skip avoiding a feather as he gets into his Kevin block section. Oh no. Not reaching the top. I think he was anticipating that right there. I think he was anticipating actually skipping the crush animation, but he makes it up nicely. Actually opting not a different strat there, not doing the wall bounce. Still making good time. Alright, so TGH is in, I believe, the final screen of the first part of the battle and fight. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. I'm right. Okay. Sorry, it's been a rough morning for me. Oh, nice reverse hyper. That was a perfect example of a reverse hyper there. Wow, try saying that 3 times fast. So TGH in the second portion of the battle and fight is Mickeynow making his way through to meet up with our lovely old lady of the mountain. So again, with the second part of the battle and fight, it's much or less the same. The only big difference is that now there's a lot more blocks that I'll be moving about. And TGH is on the final screen here. And he gets through with it. So he's going to run into Battle-In and level up, allowing for 2 dashes as he gets ready to tackle his summit. Mickeynow, 1 screen away from the lady, doing a nice adjustment there on those last set of bumpers. This is actually pretty... This is a pretty impressive time. Sub 6 for chapter 6? I don't know if that's his best, but that's still really impressive. Now Mickeynow making his way through the ravine portion. He's opting to not do the checkpoint, and he nails it! As he gets ready for his battle line fight. We're going to see if he's going to do the battle line boost. This is one of my favorite skips, quote unquote. Alright, so TGH heading into Summit. It looks like Mickeynow not opting for the battle, or maybe battle and boost light. Nope. Clips the thing there. Alright, and now Mickeynow in the battle and fight as TGH is getting through the first portion, as I like to call the post-reflection portion, because it kind of looks the same. And also at the end of these sections, you have a battle in there to alley-oop Madeline up to each area. And so in Summit, you're going to see a recap of each stage as we enter 500. So we're back in City, and all the City gimmicks are here again. The levels are designed to complement the fact that you have 2 dashes, so you're going to see a lot more wider gaps and a lot more trickier areas where having in that extra dash is very beneficial. So we see Mickeynow making his way through some of these longer rooms in his battle and fight. Oh, ooh, that was nice. Just that nice vertical dash to get up there and quickly clip Battlin's wings as he heads to the first vertical section. TGH getting that nice skip, but bonked his head, but still nice recovery there. Alright, so we're going to move into 1000. Our dream blocks are back, and you're going to see hyper dashes out of these, because that is possible. Definitely saves time. It's not a whole lot, but considering how many dream blocks you're going to go through in this section, it all adds up. It is a little risky, because if you miss your hyper, you lose one of your dashes, and a lot of these areas require 2 of them. So as TGH heads into his vertical room here, oh wow, nicely done. Wow. He is zooming through as we're going to turn back to Mickeynow, heading into the last screen of the first portion of the battle and fight. Oh my goodness, TGH just barreling through the 1000 section. Holy smokes. As he gets ready for 1500. Arguably the most difficult area in the game. It's because we got our our Dust Bunnies are back. I'm looking at one screen and commentating on the other. See, nice ultra there through that thread in the needle. As he gets ready to the second longest screen. I love watching people run this screen. It was so smooth. Yes, it does. Woo! Alright, now we have Mickeynow heading into the home stretch on his battle and fight. There's one more screen to go before him and Madeline meet up and level up. Also, Franker Z shoutouts. I see the emote in chat. All right, Mickeynow getting his level up and getting ready to make his ascent to Summit. I think it was Deathless. I think it was. Now TGH taking that Barry along for a nice ride there. Oh, dropped him off to pick up another one. As he gets ready for his auto scroller skip here. Oh, decided to keep the Barry. Banking in that 1,000 points, which means absolutely nothing in Celeste. Oh, going for spike strats. Nicely done. See you. I see you, TGH. Alright, Mickeynow attempting his summit here. We're just seeing great movement overall on TGH's screen. A lot of wall bounces. And just really optimizing this route. As he gets ready to head into 2,500. So I guess like the big question on everybody's mind is TGH going to go for door skip or not? Probably will. Or will he not do it to displease his fans? Who knows? We'll see. But Mickeynow heading into the final section of the intro to Summit. Oh wow, nice intro to 500 on Mickeynow's screen. TG's going to handle a very crispy run through that room right there. Oh my goodness. Getting his spike jumps there and grabbing his key. And now Mickeynow moving through 500, just a few screens away before he heads into his 1,000 section. Alright, TGH is going for the door skip, and he nails it. One more room before he hits 3,000. Just nicely maneuvering his way through. As Mickeynow heads into 1,500, I think it is. Nope, I lied. He's in 1,000. I don't know how to math today, folks. I'm sorry. Alright, so TGH in the home stretch. You know what to do, chat. Get those numbers in for those flags as we cross them over. Zooming through. As Mickeynow is getting into his Dream Blocks fun here. I personally feel like 3,000 is like probably TGH's strongest chapter, in my opinion. And we're definitely seeing it here. He's just like maneuvering like it's nothing. Very clean. Hitting all his wall bounces and everything else. The chat's trying to catch up with all those numbers. I see you, chat. As he finishes up his down draft portion. Mickeynow taking an unfortunate death there in the battle line area of 1,000 meters, but he recovers nicely and is moving into the dreaded 1,500 meters. We'll see how he handles this portion as TGH enters the updraft section. So far, so good on both players' screens. All right. Oh, he got corner bopped there because I can't call it what it normally is called. Lost his momentum, but actually very good recovery on that part. Nice reactions from Mickeynow. As he's making his way through. TGH as well, clearing the 13 flag in the last instance that we see of lock switches. Oh, running into that there. Thanks, chat, for the other optional words to use for the corner bop. All right, Mickeynow heading into the home stretch on 1,500 as TGH is finishing up his updraft section. And he clears it. He's about to go into flag number 6. As Mickeynow clears 1500. Moving into his 2000 section. And TGH in the home stretch here. Just a few more flags to go. Ooh, cutting it close there on that spike. Oh my goodness. But Mickeynow zooming through his 2000 portion. Ooh, Mickeynow, hello. Oh, that was... Oh my gosh, why did I do that? I gave him the commentary curse, but that was so clean. TJ's now in his home stretch. Still at a very impressive time. Sub 32, y'all. GG's to TGH taking this one home with a... I think it's at 3140? 3143. I am sorry, folks. I thought I was commentating this whole time. I didn't even have my window open to be active. I really apologize. But I'm here with TGH. How's it going?
Hello.
I don't know how long that has been like that. Oh my god. I was just so drawn into the race. I am so sorry, guys. I really apologize.
Well, what's up?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, let me just, pick myself up here. So, 31-43. Nicely done. I saw a lot of... you were going for that new skip in Golden Ridge.
A lot of what, FC? A lot of what?
A lot of attempts on the Golden Ridge skip.
Yeah.
I saw you went for a double bubble skip, but I'm going to tell you, I missed it because I was watching Mickeynow screen when you got it. I apologize.
It took me a few tries, but yeah.
But let's get to the real drama here. So what do you have against Theo? Like, I don't understand why you had to smash him like that.
I had to do it to him. I had to, he looked at me funny when I first saw him when I first saw him in that crystal. I don't know what business he had looking at me like that, but yeah, I had to give him what was coming to him.
I think the fact that you stood there motionlessly after
that was legitimately the funniest death I think I've ever seen anybody have playing this game, and it just happened to come from me.
Yeah, I definitely.
It was. I've practiced that room so many times, and that had never happened one time. I don't understand how that even happened, but it was. I'm glad it did, because I actually stood there like laughing so hard, like all the way through chapter 6. I was laughing at that death. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
I learned a couple things this run. They say you learn something new every run. A couple things I learned from this run. I hate risky CB. For that one strat that I tried to do 5 times, it probably cost me like 50 seconds. In chapter 4. The first room in Summit is the hardest.
I saw that death.
Yeah.
I saw that mistake.
And also, I learned about that death with Theo, so I learned that's possible.
Alright, so actually, your adversary, Mickeynow, he's actually on really fantastic pace right now. His PB is 46, and if I'm not mistaken, he's on pace to hit sub 40 right now. So this is actually really...
Yeah, I've seen, I had the chat open, obviously, and yeah, I saw that he was, you know, I saw people talking about Mickey's pace. Excited to see what he ends up with.
Yeah, he's.
I guess I'll be your co-commentator for the end here, since. I
mean, that works, you know.
Since you are.
Wait.
Kudos for going solo, by the way.
That was a lot of fun. It's actually, it's really fun commentating your races because anticipating a lot of high action, especially like the previous race that I did. Oh my gosh, that was nuts. But Mickeynow having a little bit of falter there, but recovers very nicely as he heads into flag 11.
I forgot, I'm on a delay, so I won't be able to give, like...
Oh, yeah.
in-depth, you know, on-the-spot commentary, but...
So actually, TGH, this puts you at 5-0, is that correct?
That is correct, yeah, I believe.
Alright, so you are definitely solidified to get into the bracket. I'm gonna say, chances are you might get first seed for your group. Do you feel like there is someone that could catch you in the bracket portion of the tournament?
That's a tough question to answer. You know, you never know who can, like, improve. Like, we've seen so much improvement in this tournament. And, you know, it's just like, you know, and some of it has been, like, substantial, like incredibly substantial. You know, like people's PB are like 15 minutes lower than they were at the start of the tournament. You know, so you never know like who can come up and challenge that #1 spot. You know, but you know, I'm not too worried about it, honestly. I'm just looking to play and you know see what happens. I think that's the best mentality to have here moving forward.
Okay, so I definitely agree with that. Mickeynow, doing very well. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. He's gonna hit sub 40. He's gonna get there. No commentator curse. Please don't prove me wrong.
Nah, he's got this.
Hey, there we go. 39-18. Woo! Oh, nice. Oh, that was a very nice time. I really hope that he went from 46 to 39. Like I really hope, because I'm trying to see like that excitement, like just super hyped off of that. Because I know when I hit sub 40, oh my gosh, I was like going crazy.
I want to say his PB is a little bit better than what he has on SRC, but I would like to believe that this is a proper PB for Mickey.
Yeah, and we will see if we can get him in for an interview as well. So a few other questions for you, since I do have time with you. Do you feel, how optimized do you feel any percent is?
Okay, so speaking strictly relative to my PB, my world record, there is time to be shaved off. The community sum of best right now, I think, is what, 29. It's in 2930s now, like mid 2930s. So that's a good like 40 seconds off, I would say. It's not to say that it's you know realistic to get like each of the you know parts of the sum of best like in a run, but you know it just goes to show like how much improvement there actually is. I think sub 30, like it was weird. I was practicing last night and I just felt like really good in practice last night, and it made me realize like just how realistic sub 30 probably is right now. It went from being impossible like just even a couple weeks ago to being like you know totally a thing now, I think.
Oh yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah.
Let's see, what else do I have for you? What is your favorite chapter?
My favorite chapter is chapter 5.
Okay. Now, what chapter do you feel is your strongest chapter? Like, where do you really shine?
Um, I would say chapters 6 and 7. I think are where I like, I think like those are oh, Mickey needs okay, hang on. I can get Mickey a link to the Discord. But yeah, I think my strongest chapter is like relative to not only my own play but to like uh the closest I am to like community best level best levels are 6 and 7 for sure.
I definitely agree. I think 7 is definitely strong for you. And actually, speaking of chapter 6, I did mention during the race that a few weeks back, it was kind of giving you a little bit of trouble and kind of like just like, do you think it was like a mental block of trying to get through that chapter?
I think it was a mixture of both a mental block and maybe just I was slightly out of practice on the level. Plus, it didn't help that uh, my visual cue for Lake Skip was a little bit messed up, and I had to go back and like readjust and like remind myself where the cue was to like actually get Lake Skip, get the wall bounce on Lake Skip. But yeah, I mean, I would just chalk that up to like maybe just a slight lack of practice, and maybe a slight mental block as well, but more lack of practice, I think.
Okay. So I'm checking the chat. It looks that Mickeynow actually got a 44-second PB, but that
Nice.
is, I believe, oh yeah, it is his sub 40. So excellent job there. Um, so let me see, what else can we get here? Sorry, I'm not prepared for the interview questions. I apologize.
Neither am I, so it's fine.
Oh,
It
there we
works
go.
out.
um, Actually, here we go. So, in the race that we commentated last night, we had asked one of the runners if they were going to continue to run the game once the tournament was over, and they actually said that they don't plan on continuing any percent. Um, do you feel that once the group portion of the tournament is over, that we're going to see that drop off happen, or do you feel that you're going to see more people continue to strive to try to make those PBs and those times? Because like during the whole tournament, like I think there was only a small chunk of people that were like sub 40, and then now it's just like I think you get to like it's almost the top 100 is sub 40 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I've heard a lot of people say that they were going to move on to newer categories. For instance, like all red berries, even 100% all hearts, categories like that. Especially with the new development now with all hearts, where the thing was found where B side is taking the next A side. It's gonna be pretty interesting going forward. Yeah, I think with as good of a speed game as Celeste is, I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. I think this speed game like has not only been run and like skyrocketed in popularity over the past few months or so, but it is also just widely appreciated just in general, which there is a distinction between those two things, and I think that is what Celeste has going for it, really.
I definitely agree with that. I have noticed that every time that I try to search for Celeste on Twitch, I'm seeing new people like, oh, learning to speedrun the game, or oh, this is my blind playthrough. So I really think that it's just going to keep going, and we're going to continue to see more people show up. I mean, like even the Celeste Discord just has like a lot of new faces, and I'm seeing a lot of new PBs, so it's really awesome. But we do have Mickeynow here. How's it going, man? Congratulations on your PB.
Hey, thank you. It's going
Yo,
pretty well. Congrats on the win, by the way, TGH.
yo, thanks, man. GG, dude. GG on the PB.
Yeah, that feels good.
So this is your first sub 40, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that in chat. Is that correct?
Yep.
Nice. Welcome to the club, man.
Thanks.
So how did you feel about your run overall, Mickey?
It was fine, mostly. Like, could have gone a lot better, especially at the beginning. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with what I've got.
I think we might have lost you there on your mic.
Oh, for real?
I think it's fine on my end.
Oh, I clipped out on mine, but I missed the tail end of that. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Yeah, but overall, I'm happy with it.
Nice. I saw that you're doing some pretty cool strats there, and we're very aggressive in a lot of the screens too. Definitely appreciate those types of plays. So this is going to put you at 2 and 3. So you have 2 more races to go. How do you feel about those 2 races? Do you feel like you're gonna are they above you in regards of seeds, or are they below you?
I think they're both below me, so I'm pretty confident.
All right, that's cool. So that's going to put you into, I think, ideally you can go 4 and 3. I guess the big question is that enough for you to get out of your bracket or out of your group?
I hope so. Like, I'm not sure how the tournament works in this regard, but I think it will.
All right, cool. So, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Do you guys have any shout outs or anything, any final thoughts before we disembark on this?
No, I'm good. Thanks for having us, and thanks for the race, I guess. That was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, FC, for solo commentary. Thank you to the Speed Gaming staff for hosting us, to Fiesel for being awesome, to the rest of the admins for really putting this on, even besides myself. I think of all the admins, I'd probably do the least of the work. These guys are really carrying us. So yeah, thank you guys for making this happen. To the viewers as well.
Yeah, they're
Thank
definitely
everyone.
doing a great job at organizing this tournament, especially such a large tourney.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree on all counts. And as a matter of fact, guys, definitely follow the runners. If you enjoyed my commentary, definitely give me a follow. If you didn't, that's cool. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Again, thanks to both the runners for putting on an excellent showing. Congrats again to Mickey on the PB, and to TGH for slaughtering Theo and putting on a great show for that. We're gonna wrap this one up. There's plenty of more action all throughout the day today. I will be back at 6 p.m. with another race, I believe. So if you do like my commentary, I will be back in a few hours. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up, and you guys have a wonderful day.
You too, man.
See you guys.